professor and associate chair of integrated biology at Michigan State University. Go Green! Where he studies the evolution of novel traits from electric fish to sperm biology to uncover how life innovates at the molecular level. A first-generation college student, he is a 5-time National Science Foundation grant recipient and a passionate mentor to dozens of students from around the world working at the intersection of biodiversity, behavior, and genomics. His lab's research has been featured in Science, NPR, and National Geographic, and he believes that public science is a public good, not a partisan issue. He is here to speak out against the coordinated attacks on scientific freedom, diversity, and discovery. Please welcome Dr. Jason Gallant.
What an act to follow. How powerful, right? You guys having a good time? I want to say thanks to the organizers and to all of you for showing up to say hands off.
Hands off!
I'm going to begin my lecture here with Louis Pasteur. Pasteurization, literally named for him, was probably the first science word I ever learned how to read. It's on every carton of milk. But Pasteur gave us more than heat-treated milk. He gave us the germ theory of disease, the foundation of modern medicine. He gave us vaccines, and he gave us this truth: chance favors the prepared mind.
Woo!
That idea that bold breakthroughs come from deep understanding, from constant curiosity, is what built American science. And it's what made us a global leader in discovery. It's behind every public health victory and every life-saving innovation.
Woo!
And yet, here we are in 2025 with the highest public health official in the land drinking raw milk, denying vaccine efficacy, and profiting off a wholesale trade in conspiracy theories. Louis Pasteur is turning in his grave. Let me tell you a story. In 2011, after a conference, 2 women, one Hawaiian, one French, met for coffee. They were fascinated by a weird bacterial trick that they used to fight off viruses. It seems kind of niche, right? Esoteric, the kind of thing that politicians love to call wasteful science. But that meeting led to CRISPR, a world-changing biotechnology. Now, we can cure genetic diseases, restore sight to the blind, and unlock treatments we couldn't have imagined. All because 2 microbiology nerds met in a cafe. That is basic science, my friends. That's chance favoring the prepared mind. But today we're being told a different story. Trump, Musk, and his cabinet cronies say they know how to do science better. They say that science should be driven by profit and not principle. They say that we can't afford national research funding, even though it's made America the envy of the world. They say scientists are the elitists, not the billionaires handing government agencies over to their corporate fucking bros. They've fired experts, they've gutted agencies, and they've silenced facts. Let me be crystal clear. You can't have a free society without free science. And so when it comes to science, and I want you all to say it with me, hands off!
Hands off! Hands off! Hands off! Hands off! Hands off! Hands off! Hands off! Hands off! Hands off! Hands off! Hands off! Hands off! Hands off!
Michigan, we've been in the room where discoveries happen over and over. Michigan's labs are where we crack the genetic code, where we discover new subatomic particles, where we developed the first flu vaccine, where we pioneered AZT, the first drug used to fight AIDS. And now those labs are under threat. They call our work wasteful. Last year, Michigan's public universities brought nearly $3 billion in public research funding. That's not a waste. That's a down payment on a safer, smarter, healthier future built by prepared minds. And here's the kicker. For every dollar that the state invests in us, we return $22 to the Michigan economy. That's not waste. That's a level of efficiency Doge could only dream of.
The department are getting even.
They're not just coming for the funding, though. They're coming for who gets to do science. They say that we can deny climate change, deny gender diversity, deny basic biology, and still let the world lead the world in discovery. They say queer folks are unnatural. They say immigrants are dangerous. They say difference is a threat. But let's not forget, chance favors the prepared mind. Albert Einstein fled fascism abroad to find freedom in American science. At that moment, America had the prepared minds, and the world wasn't ready. We prospered because of it. But today's Einstein, they may have to flee fascism in America to find freedom somewhere else. Is that what we want? American science was built by outsiders, by refugees, immigrants, queer thinkers, and first-generation students. People who weren't handed power, but earned it through their brilliance, through their grit, and through their curiosity. My lab and all the labs across Michigan are full of dreamers, explorers, people from all walks of life, whose only agenda is discovering the damn truth. But for the last 75 days, many of them have been living in fear. They fear that visiting family abroad may mean losing out on their dreams. They fear that being detained for speaking their minds. They fear that their humanity is a liability. That's not just cruel.
It's fascism.
It's fascism. And it's sabotage. Let me be crystal clear. You can't defend freedom while attacking the people that make discovery possible. When you target scientists, you're not protecting America, you're weakening it. So when it comes to science and our scientists, what do you say, folks?
Hands up!
Science is not a luxury. It's not elitist, it's not partisan. It's how we prepare our minds for the chances to come. It's how we build a future rooted in discovery and not denial. And it belongs to everyone, not just the loudest, not just the richest, not just the whitest voices in the room. So I ask you right now, are we going to let billionaire CEOs decide what knowledge is worth having? Are we going to let misinformation silence discovery? Are we going to let the bigots rewrite biology? So when it comes to science, what do we say?
Hands up!
When they say vaccines are a scam, what do we say?
Hands up!
When they say public science is a waste, what do we say?
Hands up!
When they say immigrants don't belong in our labs, what straight.
Hands up!
Here's what I say. Chance favors the prepared mind. So don't just yell, organize. Sign those petitions. Call your representatives. Show up like your future depends on it, because it does. Our minds are prepared, and we are spoiling for a fight. Thank you.
Yeah!